How you doing, guys, and welcome to this week's ToolBox TV from the Champs-Élysées in Paris. Yeah, we're in Paris on our short break, and I thought I'd do a very quick ToolBox TV. And the reason behind that is we've not long arrived, actually, but we've popped into a restaurant to have something to eat. And in the restaurant, just off of the Champs-Élysées, people would come into the restaurant to use the toilet. And one of the waiters was very obsessed with this and was in the habit of blocking them from coming in. He would stop them from coming into the restaurant and insist that if they wanted to use the facilities, then they had to buy a drink. Now, I can appreciate if they keep getting abused, or I can appreciate if they keep getting people coming in all of the time and using the facilities, that could be an issue. But I think there's probably a better way of dealing with it. Now, that's not for me to solve, it's not for me to come up with the answer to do that, but what I witnessed and what I saw was this particular individual was so fixated on preventing people getting to the toilet that he wasn't serving customers. Now, we were okay, we got served quite quickly, we got looked after quite quickly, and we were looked after quite well, but it was by a different waiter. And we saw at least 2 people stand up and leave the restaurant because they had arrived in the restaurant, they had sat and waited to be served, and this individual was intent on, I mean, he wasn't just stopping people, he was actively looking for people to stop, if that makes sense. So his focus was not on the business, his focus was not on what he should have been doing. And what he should have been doing was generating income. I mean, the restaurant as a whole, maybe they have an issue with the toilets, maybe they have an issue with tourists going in all the time and just using the facilities, but there's a better way of dealing with that. As I said, you know, perhaps they could put a charge on the door, perhaps they could make people make a contribution, not stand there insisting and being relatively aggressive about insisting that they buy something or go elsewhere. And how's that relevant, and what is it relevant to in your business? Well, how many ways are you focusing on different things that may be actually sabotaging your business? You know, the one thing that actually comes to my mind is this argument that people quite often give me about their van and their van signage. And it's just one example, there's many other examples. But when they say to me, oh, I'm afraid to get my van sign written because people will know what's in it and then they'll break into the van. And that may be the case, but let's face it, how often or how likely is that to happen? You know, in 25 years in the business, my vehicle was broken into twice. Okay, that's 25 years in the business. Had I not had it sign written, how much work would I have lost from that? So my focus was more on the marketing, my focus was more on getting the business than it was on protecting the vehicle. And I'm sure there's other areas of your business where exactly the same thing is happening. You know, is your focus on perhaps staff that aren't performing or doing what they're supposed to be doing when it should be on you generating business? If it's focused on somebody doing or not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then you need to deal with that issue. That is, either get rid of them or train them efficiently to do the job so that you can actually get on with doing the job that you need to be doing, rather than focusing on the issues and the problems that they're creating. And the very same thing could be said for customers. You know, have you got customers that you are better off not dealing with? Have you got customers and clients who are taking up far too much of your time, causing you far too many problems, where in fact you'd be better off washing your hands of it and getting on with the business of doing your business? So I just thought, and that's why I've recorded this early this week, because I thought to myself, number one, it's absolutely beautiful here on the Champs-Élysées today, and number two, just seeing that this individual in the restaurant was losing him or his boss business by focusing on completely the wrong thing. So until the next time, continue to learn and grow, and I'll see you in the next video.